Today I'm going to take a look at a SeaWorld Orlando 2004 map. Take a look at some of the changes from that year, some of the updates, and just interesting to look and see how many roller coasters and things of that nature that they had during that time when I went. The major attractions at the time, Kraken here, was only 4 years old at that point. SeaWorld Orlando opening in 1973, but not really adding amusement park rides until early 2000s. Journey to Atlantis came in 1998, so that was there when I was at SeaWorld in 2004. We were primarily, I believe, down here at the Sea Harbor Pavilions, grabbing dinner. So we did get a chance to go to some of the exhibits, but not really ride too many of the rides until later the next day or during that week. But one thing to notice here, there was two items here opening in July and December. I was unable to find this building here opening December 2004, but looking at a 2008 park map, this right here opening July 2004, that was Spice Mill Cafe. So that was something new coming in 2004. The major attractions, I mean, obviously Kraken was big back then. Journey to Atlantis here, the big water ride, the Sky Tower right here in the middle of the park on the lake. And then one thing I want to notice over here, Wild Arctic. Now that's a ride that did shut down. It was open from closed in 2020, but it did open in 1997. So this was like a motion ride, motion simulator. The other kind of thing that you could do is paddle boats here on the lake. So those are kind of extreme zone. Those are kind of like the major attractions. Obviously, you have all the animals, turtles, penguins, sharks up here, the horses, Shamu was there, dolphins down here at the bottom. One thing I did find interesting, manatees here. If we look at the back of this map, kind of told you the height requirements. So it was 54 inches to ride Kraken. I looked up Wild Arctic, I don't remember that ride. 42 inches, Journey to Atlantis. A lot of these you have to be with a responsible adult, but I did find it interesting. The paddle boats, you had a higher height requirement than Kraken. The Sky Tower, 48 inches. Seems, I guess, or accompanied by a responsible person. Dress code, shoes, shirts, and appropriate dress required. Has some of the shows on here on the back. Nothing super interesting on the back of this map, just the show times up here. So you can figure out what shows you want to go see. The waterfront, they really were kind of highlighting this area and one of the festivals going on, different food and entertainment going on during this time. I went in the summertime, July 2024. And then these are the different restaurants, Spice Mill being the new one. Nothing too exciting. I mean, the food at these places is never all that great, but interesting how many different kitchens and things like that they used to have. But if we go back to the map, one thing you'll notice, there's only two, really roller coasters, two credits, Kraken and Journey to Atlantis. The next ride that would be coming is now called Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. That's over here in this area. And now that is called Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, but it used to be called differently. I'm trying to look it up here. Shamu Express from 2006 to 2018. They did a little bit of a remodel, and then reopened, I believe, let me see, since 2006. So that doesn't seem right, but they closed Shamu Express 2018 and then reopened 2019 as Super Grover's Boxcar Derby right here. And I think that's like right in this area. They built a lot recently in the last few years as they've gotten away from Shamu and some of these animals. Mako, sit down extreme coaster, icebreaker, Pipeline, and then Penguin Trek. So those 4 new coasters. I haven't been back to the park yet, but those are the 4 new roller coasters. Open all the Icebreaker, Pipeline, and Penguin Trek opening in the 2020s. So they've really expanded their ride lineup quite a bit. Like I said, when I kind of went, it was mostly just getting on Kraken, getting re-rides. The lines weren't too long, because if you wanted to go on rides, you were going to Disneyland. You're really coming here for the animals. Journey to Atlantis, I remember having quite a long line, just due to the boat size, time to take to load. It just felt like it's a long ride. So it just took a while for the boats to come back and to reload. But you're really just coming here for the shows and things like that. You had like the Bayside, the Shamu, the Dolphins. Those were the things that you were really coming here for. How do you guys remember this park? Is this interesting to you? I have more park maps from around this time period. Just thought it was cool to see what rides were there at this time and then what rides have been added later on. Maybe I'll do a little bit more research into where the rides are located at now, but let me know what you think in the comments below, and if I should do some more park map videos.